Hello guys, I would like to present you today a user registration page as well as a user viewing page. Here we are currently looking at the user registration page. Here you could see the fields which we need to register of a user are given here, and buttons for registering a user and viewing the user are given here. Let's first of all look at the view user, where we can view the users who have been registered already in the system. So let's have a look at that first. Here you could see the user data which you have already entered is given here. All the users who have been registered are clearly stated here, and a search feature is given here where it says you could search by the first name. So let's see, let me search through the first name of Amelia, and it says all the data pertaining to Amelia Clark alone comes here. So let's say once again, I want to search for someone else. Once again, Habib's entire data is listed here. Now I wish to see the data of persons who start with the name letter H, and all the people who have the letter H in their first name is shown here. Here I have specifically categorized or focused it in such a way that only through the first letter of a first name can someone be searched. So let's say I search with letter A, although many names here have the letter A somewhere in their first name, it would simply say no results found. So let us now go back to the user registration page. Here I have used some validations to make sure to exactly make sure the data which we receive is according to a certain standard or a certain procedure. Mm, So let's see, I have here made sure that only 10 characters are allowed in this NRC code. So let's see, let me add, and that would be exactly 10 digits. So let me make a small error in that, and let's say I have added 11 digits. So let's try registering straight away without any other data. So let's see what it says. It says invalid NIC number. It checks for the first field unless or until the first field is exactly filled. uh, we cannot basically progress to the other fields. So here I'll make sure that the data is correct. Exactly 10 characters are given, and now let me leave the first name empty, and let's say I start adding all the other numbers or all the other values needed. 10 digits are given here, and then same, and here I choose a city. Let's say I just choose Lisbon. And when I try to register this user without filling the first name, it says enter your first name. So now I enter saying okay, but I remove the last name. Once again, it says enter your last name. So no loopholes are basically left. So let's say I remove that is mobile number, says enter your mobile number. So okay, let's enter it. Yet simply change a single character. So now instead of having 10 digits, it has a character inside it. So let's try registering now. It says a invalid mobile number has been added. So let's make it valid, and now we mess around with the email ID, where we have simply removed, as you can see, the punctuation mark at before the before the com. See, it says invalid email ID has been added. Okay, let's give it back, and once again remove this. See, now once again it says an email ID, an invalid email ID has been given. So with this, we could make sure the exact format of the email has been followed, or proper email ID has been given. In this case, there is nothing much to be changed. Either male or female can be changed, and then the cities, it is anyway auto selected. So either we select one on our own, or it just happens automatically. So now I would first of all quickly show you the DBMS here. As you can see, 7 rows of data are given here. And now let us register our new user. Okay, it says user registration was successful. And now let's have a quick look here and refresh. The new user has been added to us here. A new user has been added here. So now let's have a look at the codes we have used, so that we can have a better understanding of how this process happens. Since we have used basically a table format here for the registration page, to make our input our data in the fields, which is much more easier. It has a better organized way of presenting, and as you could have guessed, this page is responsive, has been made responsive, and it can be give a different view according to the screen size, or the device screen size, so that it accommodates all devices, and it's responsive. And this has been made possible through the use of Bootstrap here. And once again, another thing to be noticed here is that the city select option given in the select ID, here I have inserted the all the cities which are registered directly in the index.php page itself. The reason this was done is because once the user enters the domain of this registration page and sends a request to the server can straight away gather all the cities, insert it, or select, in this case, a select query has been executed, and all the city names will be displayed. In another way, if this was not given and a AJAX feature has been added in the query on the select feature, this would make the process more lengthier. So the PHP code for the cities, for the selection of the cities, have been straight away added here. And we could have a quick look now at the AJAX. We have used AJAX for basically for the registration, as well as for viewing, as well as for the search feature. And you could have a look at the registration page, where in register.php page, where all the validations which we were shown are given here. And then we could have a look at the view page, where it basically has just a div where we add our tables, and the tables are straight away inserted from the view process page, where from the select query itself, after the select query is sent, a query has been sent to select for all the user data. The user data which have been received will be straight away inserted in a table, to simply make it easier. So the entire table is straight away brought here and inserted in a div to make things easier for us, which is the exact same process which happens with our search feature as well, exactly as the view process. Here, once a search request has been sent, we use the like keyword here to insert the exact word which letter which we have sent through the use of AJAX, and search if there are any users in that with that particular letter as their starting first name. So if not, then a H1 is been given as a output. If there are, then simply once again the same process follows, where a table has been set up, and then all the data which you have received through the search process, search query, have been inserted into the table itself, and once again sent to the this particular div. So that is all, guys. So I hope this was somewhat informative, and hope to visit you guys in another video. Thank you very much.